This is Jeff, the Crypto Cook, because the news is happening now. There are clear signs of the Bitcoin whales on the prowl once again. They are acting just like they were in the 2017 bull market. According to on-chain monitoring resources, on November 16th, which was 2 days ago, the third largest Bitcoin whale address has increased its holdings by 207 Bitcoin. Anybody can go to blockchain.com and type in this address, press enter, and you can see the balance for yourself. 108,528 Bitcoin. Holy shit, that is billions of dollars. Right now during the bull run, the metric has peaked 4 times, indicating whales are buying and hedging their coins continuously. This is a sign. It is a long-term bullish sign for the Bitcoin. The capabilities of virtual reality are quickly progressing. A unique 3D NFT drop that's generated by AI is expected on the MetaDrop metaverse. Fully interactive and VR-compatible 3D AI-generated NFTs are soon to be released via the MetaDrop platform. The NFTs are Valians, pets in the upcoming first-person shooter game Veil VR, developed by AEX Lab. These Valians will respond to touch and commands, and later down the line they will be able to assist players in combat, participate in races, and participate in other in-game activities. The number of Valians is quite limited. Only 13,370 NFTs will ever be minted, 1,070 reserved for community activities, 1,500 reserved for early investors, 10,800 available for minting via auctions on the MetaDrop platform. What the hell is this typo doing here? MetaQ drop. Come on, people. No time for typos. On November 15th, users can sign up on metadrop.com. Players with a VR headset can request access to the game on Steam by searching Veil VR. The auction for MetaDrop goes live on November 30th. So I went to go check out this MetaDrop website, and really there's not much to it right now. We have a basic landing screen. You can type in your email to get some notifications. You can join a Discord, and it looks like there is already one collection already on here. One NFT collection. I'm assuming that was generated by AI. Don't know. Not much to the website right now, so don't expect much if you come here. I want to spend some extra time talking about this next one. So I talked about Taproot last episode and how that is going to be an upgrade for the Bitcoin chain. Luckily, because of my outstanding fan base, somebody sent me this article. Could Taproot actually make Bitcoin illegal? Let's dive into it right now. According to this journalist, Taproot moves Bitcoin even further away from the original 2009 Bitcoin protocol, which already enables all the important things Core says Taproot will bring, except for enabling participants in a contract to hide not only their identities, but their public keys as well. Oh man, people are getting greedy. It's a fast track to hell. In doing so, Bitcoin could fall foul of several proposed laws combating anonymous digital asset transactions in major jurisdictions like the EU and the US. The EU and the US are proposing financial regulations that would make anonymous cryptocurrency transactions illegal in the name of combating money laundering and financing of terrorism. The European Union's proposals, which will likely come into force by 2024, would prohibit anonymous transactions over 10,000 euro. We can clearly see the government's clampdown of trying to get this stuff regulated, because right now it's sort of like the Wild West of cryptos. There's a lot of money flying around on a lot of these blockchains, and the government wants to come in, and not just the US government, governments all around the world, they're gonna have to come in and be able to regulate this. Taproot could put Bitcoin users at regulatory risk, even if they don't actually use Taproot features. Taproot is an upcoming Bitcoin upgrade that aims to change the entire philosophy and technology behind the cryptocurrency. It's important to note, however, that none of the forks that took place since Bitcoin left the original Bitcoin protocol in 2017 could be considered an upgrade, since all the important things that those so-called upgrades promised were already possible in the original protocol. And this change in particular would make Bitcoin illegal if these regulations down the pipeline come to fruition. Taproot is essentially a mixing service, as it allows all parties to participate in mixing coins, a criminal activity under the European Union legislation and now in the US under the just passed infrastructure bill, which I will get to that after this article. Taproot includes masked, Merkleized abstract syntax trees to combine individual transactions into a single hash, hiding participants' keys even from each other. It also permits Schnorr signatures. Schnorr is not a bore, which allow even the existence of a masked structure to be hidden hidden in the final combined transaction. To an external observer, a complex contract would appear on the Bitcoin blockchain as a simple payment transaction, as if from one person to another there is no more information on the record. But once Taproot is activated, it's a one-way street. It would be extremely difficult and realistically impossible to undo Taproot once it's part of the Bitcoin protocol, which I am to understand that fork actually happened yesterday. That soft fork. So we're gonna see how interesting this gets. Taproot can be seen by many to make life difficult for blockchain forensics investigators and obfuscating the public keys of a transaction's originators. Put it simply, Taproot will enable potential money laundering activities. Well, that doesn't surprise me considering we don't even know where Bitcoin comes from to begin with. Developers and reporters are usually careful to say privacy enhancements instead of anonymity because the A word would immediately raise red flags with regulators and lawmakers. These developers themselves can be put under pressure despite them not even intentionally using these Taproot functions. With Taproot irreversibly activated, Bitcoin could find itself in regulators' crosshairs. All right, everybody, let's get sweaty. Let's get political. A little more details around this infrastructure bill that President Biden has just signed into effect. We all love the IRS. This bill would require all brokers to report transactions under the current tax code. Industry proponents worried the definition would be too broad, capturing entities such as miners and other parties that don't actually facilitate transactions, what that Taproot article was just talking about. Crypto industry opposes it essentially because it requires recipients of transactions over $10,000 to verify the sender's personal information and record his or her social security number, the nature of the transaction, and other info. Report the transaction to the government within 15 days. Wild West is starting to end, folks. Invest in crypto now, do a bunch of research. Pretty soon all this stuff is going to be regulated and heavily taxed, and you're not going to be able to make as much money. In my opinion, some lawyers even point out that when applied to cryptocurrencies and other digital assets like NFTs, it would be nearly impossible to comply with the law. Well, we'll see about that. Government's pretty good at making sure we comply. Thanks for watching the Crypto Cook. I am Jeff Cook. Mainstream crypto news, deep cut crypto news. Either way, you're getting crypto news.